Hi, it's Anne from Walsh Quilting. Or if we had Hinterland Who's Who music in the background, we could say, and this is Anne in her natural habitat. But anyways, it's Friday afternoon and I was going to do a stitching video for you, but I came downstairs and I kind of started in without proper care and attention to what I was going to do next on my silk quilt. And I ended up spending an hour picking out stitches. So I thought I would do a quick video anyway to say hello and show you kind of what happens when I'm planning on the fly, which I'm doing a lot of with this whole cloth quilt. And also to show you that yes, I do make mistakes regularly, and yes, I do have to pick out stitching. Now, I will confess that, good or bad, today was the most picking I've had to do, I think, as long as I can remember. I had 2 full rows going from the center out to the side of the quilt. They were actually supposed to be echoing each other too. And as I was doing it, I was thinking, this is not working. Why don't you just stop now? But I'm like, no, push through to the end and see if it's really that bad. And it was. So I cranked up the tunes and picked it out and then restitched it. And then I had to do some drawing at the bottom of this diamond in the center because I'm trying to do feather sprays on each side, and of course it has to be symmetrical or somewhat symmetrical so that your eye will think it is matching. And so I only did half of the one side, and then I came back and did the other half that's closest to the center of the diamond so that I can get a really good handle on what's going on. And I've got a lot of scribble lines and such, so I'm going to turn the camera around and just kind of show you what I'm dealing with here today, just for fun. Maybe it'll be encouraging for you if you're having a particularly bad quilting Friday. I don't think this was a good day for me to quilt, but I wanted to get some stitching done. Now that I picked it and remarked and stuff, I'm having a little more fun, but some days just aren't quilting days, and I have had that experience in the past, and sometimes it's better just to turn the machine off and go read a book or do some other craft. Anyway, I'll turn the camera around, we'll see what happens here. Okay, so how do I turn the camera around? I don't even know how to work this. I'm getting all kinds of cute little yellow boxes. All right, I'm going to I'm going to stop it and I'll restart it because I am not a videographer. Okay, here we are. Maybe that's what everybody else does too, is just stop and turn it around and it just looks so slick. I think they've got a button to push. So I had this big curve. Oh, the light's going to get really bright here. Just let me move the machine. Oh, I can't because my needle's down. There you go. That's what happens. So I had this big curve to do this feather spray out from this center. This is right near the bottom of my quilt. So I marked my line with my flexible ruler, and I got this line the same on both sides, okay, with my nice washable or water-soluble blue marker. And then I decided, oh, I'm going to freehand stitch this thing, and it'll be fine because I'm going to fill it with feathers anyway. Well, it wasn't fine. So I had to pick out all the stitching from here all the way to the edge, and there was a second line coming back that was a really, really sad echo. I was going to make it so I could put little pebbles in the center like there are at the top, and then I looked at it and thought, no, you're going to do something different down here because that is just too stressful for right now. And I also wanted to try some different feather designs down here, so I didn't want to bother having the space in the spine. I'm going to kind of branch the different spines off of this one. So then I did this side here. And I did freehand this because I was just being all creative and going along. And then I got up here and I thought, okay, you need to stop now and travel back along here and look at it and get your marker out and figure out what you've done, because this has to match at least at this level of the quilt. Now, again, obviously it's not going to match exactly, so don't be zooming in on this and getting your ruler out or anything. But so that when we stand back, there's going to be some symmetry there. So you can see how even with my marker, I did one line first and then it was like, no, that's not right. Okay, count the feathers over. Where is it at this level? And so I really am just doing this on the fly, and that's okay. But I just need to take due care and attention. So I forgot to mention what I did when I restitched this line. And it's so simple to just grab a ruler, any ruler, even a straight ruler. If you've got beautiful, long, curved rulers, that's great. I don't. And you can just run a straight ruler right up along just as a guide while your machine is moving. And it works really well because if you've got pretty good control of your machine, then the ruler just really helps to stop it from wiggling all over, because we know with the long arms that the track will allow them to move forward, backward, side to side, and at any angle that you want. And so that's what happens if you try to go slowly along a line like this freehand. And I do know better. I honestly do. I just today, I was being lazy and trying to get it done fast, and that's always a mistake. So I thought I would share that with you so that you can see that even though we have some very lovely stitching here today, it came at great cost. So my back is now sore, and so is my neck, and so are my arms. And all I've been able to actually accomplish today is restitching those 2 lines and getting these few feathers done. And normally I would probably have the whole bottom section of this quilt done in the time I've been standing down here. You have it. This has been my quilting afternoon, Anne in her natural habitat. And I hope that your quilting day is going much better than mine. Have a great weekend, and I will be in touch again soon.